to thrive all the time, to attract people that have money, to attract people just like you. Because I always go over, we attract what we are, not what we want. You know, most people are like, I want money, so they don't attract it because they want it, not realizing they already have it. They realize, what are they really searching the money for? What do they really want the money for? That would attract people that had money. Because right now I want to go over two things. Number one, self-acceptance, the hardest thing most people do. And I'm not sure where you are with that frame, but self-acceptance just has to do with you loving yourself every day. I want to ask you a question. Are you loving yourself every day? Are you waking up every day and accepting yourself? Because if you're not accepting yourself, you're going to have a miserable life. It's as simple as that. Because you're always doing things for other people, and it's just like, shit, I need to, be in business so I feel successful, so people will love me, because I don't feel enough inside. So the number one key is you need to fall in love with yourself. Stop trying to search for anyone else that's going to give you that love. You need to love yourself. People in this, they're in business, but they're lonely, or they're doing this, and they feel lonely. That people have said to me before, Zach, I feel lonely. I'm doing all this business stuff, but I feel lonely. You can't be lonely if you love yourself. Loneliness has nothing to do with people around you, because I'll take you to, the Dome in Melbourne, where they play the AFL games, and guess what? I'll take you there, and guess what? You'll still feel lonely. You'll be 50,000 people around you. You'll still feel lonely because it has nothing to do with the people around you. You could go out in the middle of Melbourne by yourself and you'll still feel lonely if you don't love yourself. Only if you don't love yourself. If you love yourself, it's fine. You can go anywhere and you love yourself. I could go over here. I could be on a meditating by myself and I'm like, I'm with myself. I love myself because you just feel good. You're in love with yourself. Fall in love with yourself. It's the one secret, and it doesn't happen overnight. You don't just say, I'm going to decide right now that I'm going to start loving myself. You need to realize that it's a process. You can accept it right now and make a decision and say, hey, I'm going to start loving myself. And I'm not going to hope that I love myself. I'm going to do a ritual every single day of my life that I'm going to wake up and I'm going to say to myself, Zach, I love this about me. Yesterday I had a breakthrough session. I changed someone's life. Feel good about that. You did that, Zach. You did that. I love your smile. I love your energy. You got a good personality. Let it out more, man. Let out that personality. Bubble it up. That's what's going to make you love yourself, because it's a ritual every single day. And I want to ask you a question. Give yourself love. Don't be so mean to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Fall in love with yourself. Laugh about yourself. Someone makes a joke to you, laugh about it. Feel like the person that has strong skin. Nothing hurts me. I just love life. That's what's going to make you have a phenomenal life if you can master that. Because you're not doing this for the wrong reasons. You're doing it for the right reasons. You love yourself. I'm doing this because I want to do it, not because I have to do it to feel validated by other people so then I can validate myself. Do you love me now? I love myself now. It's a huge damn difference. So I want you to really think about this right now, to really love yourself, because, we don't go to if we don't have a shower, what happens? We stink. That's why we create a ritual every day that we don't stink. We have a shower, we wash, we feel good, and we're like, oh, I don't stink. Just like falling in love with yourself. You wake up every day giving yourself affirmations, giving yourself internal validating, not waiting for external, you'll fall in love with yourself. That's step one. Number two is scarcity mindset and abundance mindset. I always go over this because I'm damn so passionate about it. And most people are in scarcity, and it's the hardest thing for people to break out of. It's just like, well, I'm in scarcity, Zach. It's so hard because I don't have any money, but, I need these people to buy from me. They're not going to buy from you because you're attracting yourself. You need to realize inside your own mind that, number one, you're living in an amazing time in human history. Number two, I have an endless amount of water that I can drink. People overseas would die to have my worst day, to die to be in my financial position. And I'm crying about that? Get some perspective. Your idea of a problem is someone else's idea of their ultimate dream. Your worst problem has to be put in perspective, because you can go outside and you can breathe in fresh air. You don't have to worry if there's going to be food there. You don't have to worry if there's going to be a place to stay. There's always people, friends around you, that if the worst case scenario is they'd let you sleep on their couch. There's not any form. Your worst thing, the worst case scenario, you need to get it out of your damn head. You're doing this to yourself. You need to start living and making it a ritual, just like the self-love ritual of saying, hey, I'm going to choose to feel like abundant. The funny thing was, I went to the gym the other day, a few weeks back, and I dropped a weight on my phone. Straight away, I'm like, oh, I've got to pay money for it. This is bullshit. I've got to pay money for it. And then I realized abundance, baby. Abundance. Who cares? I'm going to do it. I'm just going to pay the money and feel good about it. And I made a conscious decision when I gave my phone over. I paid him and I was enjoying it. I'm like, yeah, I broke my phone. I feel good. I'm changing the frame on my face so it changes the neuroassociation in my mind. Not to have that reaction of every time I pay for something, I feel scared inside. Something's taken from me. Nothing's taken from you. So you really need to close your eyes and make it a ritual every day that you're going to choose, because you've got so many things in the external world that's going to prove that you're in scarcity. If you're not loving yourself, you're in scarcity. Simple as that. That's why those two things are the most important things. Living in abundance and loving yourself. I see it with so many people. If you master those two things, I always go over these two things because they're the most important two things. If you want to grow your business, you need to have an abundance mindset. And number two, if you want to have a fulfilled life, not a miserable one, not become this successful person and be this miserable person that hates themselves, be a multimillionaire, but I hate what I see in the mirror. Love yourself. If you do those two things, your whole world will change. So that's my message on this amazing Monday morning. I just really want you to really think about that and really think about you need to create a ritual. This doesn't once show up and say, people all the time, you're like, how do I change this before a session? Well, it's pretty hard to change the energy within yourself to attract a client that has money if you're living in broke straight away. If I do 20-minute meditation, so, okay, now I feel good, now I'm going to attract someone. It doesn't work like that. It's how you're living every day. Not the 20 minutes before your trigger session, then you say they didn't have money. See, it doesn't work. Do it every day and see if it works. You don't go to the gym once and expect, results straight away. You don't meditate once and think your stress is going to go down. You do it every single day and the results become part of you. So have a really quick think about that. Start loving yourself, because there's amazing things about yourself. There's amazing things. If you look at yourself in the mirror, say, I love that person. Really look at the good parts of yourself and focus on them. And number two, realize that you are in a time in human history where possibilities are endless. You are damn abundant. Live in that space. Quick message. Boom!